What do we got next? Oh, I kind of want to look into this because I like art. I'm a fan of art. I have the mind, not of an artist because I'm not that creative, but of a person who can appreciate art. So, the Three Yoruba Brothers by some Nigerian has been sold at the biggest auction house in the UK for £31,750. Let's take a look.
Yeah, the nigga that bought that probably racist. And if the nigga that bought that was black, he hates himself.
Why?
You know why?
This is what I'm saying. I feel like you don't know anything about the piece.
This is cool art.
Okay, but okay. Let me give you.
You sold your soul.
Let me give you a potential perspective of what this art is trying to portray. Three Yoruba brothers. This guy's Nigerian. Lives in England, presumably, right? What if what this art is trying to depict is that even somebody who comes from a country and a culture that did not have the same type of chattel slavery that America or England had still comes to England and feels like he is looked at and represented like this? What if that is the message of the art? Decrying how transcendent racism is, that people who come from completely and totally different backgrounds still get treated the same way because of the color of their skin.
Hang that up in your house.
I might. If that's what this piece is about, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Oh yeah, you wanna buy the Brooklyn Bridge too?
What if that's what the piece is about?
I'm asking if you wanna buy the Brooklyn Bridge.
What if that's what it's about? No, I don't want to buy the Brooklyn Bridge.
Then you shouldn't want that either.
Why? You just don't like fine art, man. Fine.
Crude.
There's actually something about it that's appealing.
Alright, fine. If I'm gonna be honest, it does look kind of fire.
So what is going on?
It's cool art.
How is it cool? But you don't know what the art is about.
You could draw swastika fire.
Okay.
Keep that off my wall.
So when you saw the cover art for Pusha T's diss track to
Story Adidon?
Yeah. What did you think?
Damn, Drake.
Okay, and then when Drake gave his explanation, what did you think then?
Alright.
What is going on? I don't understand.
Alright, bro.
So people's intentions when they create something doesn't matter to you? People's intentions when they create something doesn't matter to you?
Intentions matter, but so do results.
What does that mean?
If the results are stupid, I don't care about the intentions.
How could the results be stupid when you're creating art? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. How could the results be stupid? If you create what you intended to create and it has a specific meaning, how could it be stupid?
The results are stupid.
How?
Yeah, I understand what you were going for, but it just doesn't look good.
You just said that this looks fire.
That's just one of the ideas, one of the end results.
Okay, so what's the end result that doesn't look good? Because it's not the actual look.
It's some cool art.
How's it cool art?
How?
How? Use words. Explain it.
What's the
Use words and explain it. Explain it now. Let's say that my theory is correct. How is it cool art?
Because you're drawing black people in a bad way.
Okay, so is the story of OJ cool art?
Wow.
It used the same type of minstrel tropes. But it was juxtaposing those minstrel tropes against the way that he feels like black people get treated in America. But he was using those tropes. So how is it cool art? I mean, how is it not cool art if this is cool art?
Because the result came out good.
You're not saying anything.
How?
You're choosing not to look at this in a positive light. But you choose to look at the story of OJ in a positive light.
The result came out good. What do you mean?
What result came out good? You just said the same thing. You said that because he's using these types of tropes, it's cool art. Jay-Z did the exact same thing. So why is that not cool art?
No. You were talking about the intentions.
Yes, they both have similar. Assuming that my telling of what this art is about is true, they both have the same intention, which is decrying racism that puts black people into certain types of boxes and makes them feel like they're minstrels. Okay, so that's the intentions for both, right? You like the visuals for both. So what makes this coon art and Jay-Z's not coon art?
I wouldn't hang it up on my wall.
This is nonsense.
What was nonsense about?
Why would you not hang it up on your wall?
Okay, why would I?
You think it looks good? Now tell me why you wouldn't.
Not good enough.
You said that it looks fire.
Huh? I said it's kind of fire.
Okay. So if this
okay, fine. I'll be more specific. The colors are kind of fire. The contrast between the background and the monkeys. The problem is that the monkeys are actually black people. If it was anything else he drew, yeah, it'd be way more fire.
It is a tough conversation because you're not being real, but I don't want to get hung up on it.
I might not be real.
I'm asking you to
let's get hung up.
I'm asking you to explain what makes this coon art, and you're not giving me anything. You're not giving me anything at all.
I think I give you a lot, but I don't know what you exactly want to hear. What exactly do you want to hear?
What makes it so that you feel like this art is some sort of betrayal or attack on black people or negative misrepresentation?
Why do you think that's what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I'm asking you what coon art means. I feel like I'm not getting anything. So, okay, so I'm trying to feel around, maybe get kind of close to what it is that you're trying to say. You're not giving me anything. I don't know what you mean when you say coon art. I've been asking. I try to compare it to something else. All the comparisons seem to be the same. You just say, oh, well, I wouldn't hang it up. I'm asking you, okay, well, what makes a coon art? You're saying, well, how is it not? Oh, okay. Is it because, you don't like the representation? Well, I didn't say that. So what are you saying? I don't know what you're saying.
Okay. Look up who bought it.
Okay, well.
What?
It kind of seems like he makes art kind of similar to this. I don't know if we're gonna get who bought it.
You took down a story. Big now.
Do you need to know who bought it to make your point? I don't think I'm gonna.
I think for me, right, the reason why I think Drake and this guy feel different from the Jay-Z thing is that Jay-Z's thing was a song, and the art helped to accentuate the song's message. Whereas the message is in the art for this. And I don't really think it says for Drake or this guy, it's poignant enough for me to be like, oh, that was some fly shit. Now, I don't know how you look at it, right? Because it's not some fly shit. It's not some neutral shit. So to me, I'm just like, this is lame. It's whack. Like, it doesn't get me out of bed in the morning. Like it's not impressive to me. But you are making it seem like it is fly. The message that whatever they're trying to portray was good. And I don't know why you're saying that.
I think it's fair for people to speak on their experiences and for people to speak on their experiences in artistic ways. And that's the type of art that they were making at the time. Drake was an actor. So he did like a play or something, or he was trying to do a play talking about this thing that he's experienced. And assuming that my description of what this art is about is correct, again, that's a big if. I was just putting something out there to try to shoot him some bail. The way that he's describing his experiences, do this.
That doesn't explain to me why. So just based off assumptions, like I can clearly see with the Jay-Z thing. Oh, this is why he did this.
Okay. So let's take this out. You can't clearly see why Drake did what he did?
No, it sounds like some bullshit.
Why does it sound like bullshit? So what do you think he was doing in that?
I don't know. I read what he said he was doing. Sounded like some bullshit to me. You shouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have.
Is there any explanation in your head that seems like the most plausible explanation?
I mean, it just sounded like some social justice warrior kind of thing.
No, I'm saying, what do you think is the most plausible explanation for Drake doing that?
Like I said, it's like some SJW type of shit. Like he's going too hard. That's why I look at it as, you shouldn't have done that. It's corny.
When you say bullshit, do you mean that it sounded like a lie?
What? I didn't say bullshit. I said...
You just said it sounded like some bullshit.
Oh, I mean, his explanation of it, I'm saying it's just kind of... Yeah, it sounded not a lie, but it sounded extra.
What does extra mean?
You're doing too much.
Doing too much.
You don't understand doing too much?
I understand what doing too much means.
I mean, you don't think he was doing too much with that, or anything anyone does in the name of art when niggas?
I think it's a legitimate thing to complain about.
What is? Oh yeah, sure. But do you understand that for an artist's art, if it comes from a place of something like this, right? Struggle, pain, your community, your culture, you can't look at some people and be like, oh, you're doing too much?
I can't think of an example of that.
Some niggas want to paint with blood. Not too much. Some niggas want to do art where, I don't know.
It depends on why they're doing it.
It doesn't just depend on what they're doing it.
Yeah,
you can have good reasons for doing it, but the end result is like, it's kind of gross. It's just kind of lame.
Oh, you're a loser. That's what I just learned from what you just said.
What is loser about that?
You're a loser. You're not willing to accept. You're not willing to accept what somebody's willing to give you, unless it's within your own parameters. Unless it's the way it's in a way that's like compatible with you.
It's not just about. I mean, who else? So how are you referencing it if it's not with you?
I don't have a very high discuss factor. I have a very high tolerance for discussing things.
No. Now you're talking about specifics. I'm talking about. You're telling me that I can't have my own opinion? What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that you shouldn't judge somebody's art based on your own personal preferences.
Maybe not all the time, but sometimes you can.
I think that should come secondary.
Not all the time. That's ridiculous.
Pretty much all the time.
My nigga, if you're having a cooking competition and niggas are making food, sometimes you have to think, okay, how would this taste for the masses? Maybe if you're starting a chain restaurant. Oh, would this be good for a lot of people? Other times, it's a very personalized cooking competition where they're cooking for you. So it's about
Do you think this art is for the masses, or do you think it was like a
Hold on.
personal thing?
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying is, if I take what you just said and I try to extend it into this piece of art, right? If he was just drawing some shit that he was, oh, sign up for my Patreon, I feel like, okay, you might have a point. But he's not doing that. He sold this piece to somebody for 32,000 pounds. So this idea that it's supposed to be for the masses and you're supposed to enjoy it on that level, it doesn't seem to hold water.
I'm not saying what.
You were just talking about cooking. If you're trying to make a chain restaurant, you're gonna cook differently than if you're making like a personal thing for somebody, right? Okay. This is not chain restaurant art.
That was just to explain to you that you're allowed to have a difference of opinion. I don't think those are the only situations. You're allowed to have varying degrees of where your criticism is coming from.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think that's not the only times it can come.
That's fair.
So for this, it doesn't have to come from that place of the masses or whatever. I'm looking at it and I think this shit lame.
And you think it's lame because it just doesn't. You just don't like it. It just doesn't appeal to you.
Because I don't see why he did it, and yeah, I mean I don't see why he did it. And
let's assume he did it for the reason I said.
It's not hitting me.
I mean, it's not hitting you.
It hit you? I mean, you said you would hang it up on your wall. I wouldn't.
It doesn't hit me, but I understand.
No, okay, fine. You know what? It might be.
If what I'm saying is true, I understand it. You've never felt that way?
Huh?
You've never felt that way?
About what?
As the child of Nigerian immigrants, you've never felt like people have looked at you like this?
No.
Never?
Not really, no.
Okay. I feel like we've had conversations before where you said that you did.
Not like this, no.
It doesn't have to be exactly like this. Or they looked at you and they saw a black guy, or all the stereotypes, or maybe not all of, but many of the stereotypical traits associated with that.
No.
In particular, the negative ones.
No. No, this is a monkey. I've never really been looked at as a monkey.
It doesn't have to go as far as being a monkey. It could be something approximating it.
I've never
something getting close to it.
I've never been looked at as baby. I've never been looked at as that.
Have you ever been looked at as a thug?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
That's not that.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's the modern version of that.
What do you mean? Yeah, sure. But that's not that.
So, okay, so if he had drawn 3 people in do-rags holding guns, it would have been more... It would have appealed to you more?
Could have.
You just don't know how to appreciate art.
I'm appreciating it right now.
It's supposed to be a highly provocative representation, assuming that what I'm saying is correct. A highly provocative representation of what of the type of otherization that somebody could feel in a Western country as a black person. This is the most highly provocative representation. You going, well, no, I've never specifically felt like Sambo. Oh, howdy. Yeah, no, nobody does in the 21st century. But there are other ways that people feel otherwise as black people. So
you think he felt that way?
No, I'm not saying he felt like that. I'm saying that this is a highly provocative representation of how somebody might contemporarily be made to feel that way.
And for what reason did he make it then?
Huh? It's supposed to be provocative.
To make money.
To catch people's attention.
And then
I don't know, maybe people will contemplate about it, think about it.
Nothing, bro. It's a nothing.
Change the way they
Jay-Z had the music to go with the video, and it all made sense together. This is nothing.
You're just being obstinate because I'm explaining to you what it is, and you're just saying, "Well, I don't care."
Huh? No,
I won't think about it in a different way.
I didn't say I didn't care.
That's exactly what you're saying.
I said you have your assumptions of why the art came. Maybe he's probably, if he ever saw this video, he'd be writing notes. Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I want to see if. So I'm confused by this nigga, man.
Yeah, we all are.
This nigga just tweeting like a regular nigga. I guess it's not bad, but
because he's a regular nigga making a stupid pain.
How dare you? I feel like I have to know what the art piece was about.
long ago was that tweet that you had up?
How long ago was it put up? Like 4 days ago.
This is past that, isn't it?
No.
You know what? I'm gonna change my whole opinion. Actually. I fuck with this dude.
Why? Because he's standing on business?
That, and he's making money off of what was used to make fun of black people. Same things that they would use to make fun of black people, he's making money off of it now. You go, King. Damn.
Nigga going crazy.
Well, look, I think Dr. Umar will look at this nigga and be like, yo, you selling out your people to make a buck.
Dr. Umar's a retard.
Let me give you the end game, right?
Okay.
You know what? Forget the end game.
I want to hear the end game.
He makes a TV show. He does collaboration with a big company, Adidas, Nike, and he starts putting this all over the place. I don't think this only helps him. It doesn't help black people. He's just like Diddy. He's just like Jay-Z. He's just like all the niggas in the Rock Nation brunch.
Oh, you just said that Jay-Z song was good.
That was good, but overall, it was hard for me to even let him have that one.
All right, so which black people help black people and don't make money?
No.
So you can't make money and help black people. So Jay-Z's out of the category.
Wait. That help black people and make money.
Well, it seemed like the making money part was a sticking point. So
no, it's not the making money. It's the helping black people.
Okay, so Jay-Z helped black people and he made money. Story of OJ. That's not enough?
No, they didn't help black people. It was just a good song. It was cool.
Okay, so what helped? So who helped black people? George Washington Carver. I know you like peanut butter.
Is there any black-owned peanut butter businesses?
No, I mean he created peanut butter.
That helped everybody.
Oh, okay, so not good enough. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, it's gotta be more isolated. Martin Luther King Jr.?
I think we're kind of straying away from the point.
What's the point?
I'm saying, how does taking something that used to be making fun of black people help anybody but himself in the end game scenario?
My counter to that point is to say, I think your standard for what it is to help black people is too high.
My fault.
So high that nobody can really meet that threshold.
My fault. Could his artwork, let's say they start making Nike text with his artwork on it, could that hurt black people? At least microaggressions. I got you in my shirt, bro.
On the whole, or do you think? Are you asking me if there are any incidences ever where a black person gets hurt by what he made?
What's the difference
between on the whole and any incidents?
Yes.
On the whole means
no. To you, I know what the on the whole means, but I want to know specifically what you're talking about.
So the difference would be, it feels like you're asking me if there will ever be a time where a black person will be hurt by what he created. But I'm juxtaposing that against, in total, when you look at all of the interactions that happen because of the artwork that he created, will it be positive or negative? That's the difference between the two.
Okay. Well, what do you think?
Which one are you asking?
No. Do you think it would be positive or negative?
On the whole?
Yeah.
I'd probably go positive.
Why?
If what I'm saying is true, I probably go positive. I think it's a good message.
You see, and that's why I had to ask that question, because I first asked, how would this help black people? And you made it look like it was a crazy question. Okay, well, do you see that it could possibly negatively affect black people? So you do understand that both things could happen, but it seems like it could only, you have to do something very direct for it to help black people. How could it help black people if it's an indirect thing? It can indirectly affect black people. How would it directly, or how would it indirectly affect black people positively?
It could just bring more general consciousness to the idea that the same way there are German Americans, Italian Americans, Irish Americans, all of whom are white, but they're not all the exact same thing. There could also be that a similar level of consciousness that's brought about for African immigrants.
What happened if this is great because we just did Rabbi Shmuley. I wonder if niggas was defending Rabbi Shmuley dressed up as that shit.
You wonder if niggas defended Rabbi Shmuley dressed up as that shit?
Yeah. I wonder if Rabbi Shmuley or any other Jewish person did the similar thing to him, but with, the way Rabbi Shmuley's dressed, made a painting like that. And I wonder if you could do that and you could sell it at Sotheby's. I really wonder.
If a Jewish person could do it?
Yeah.
Probably could.
I wonder how Ben Shapiro would feel about it. Jeremy Bourne. But you would probably call them stupid too.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't understand the art, yeah, I would.
It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody doing that.
The only way it could not help is if you're willfully ignorant and you misinterpret what the art's about.
You're just giving people that hate you ammo.
They hate me?
No, I'm talking about the artists. You're only giving people that hate you ammo.
I don't think that people who hate you are... Oh, wow, I didn't know that black people had this type of depiction made about them in the past. Like,
all right, fine.
What is the ammo that's being created?
There's
no ammo that's being created about it.
Could you say the same thing if there was a Jewish painting like that? That wouldn't be ammo for a lot of niggas on Twitter right now?
If there was a Jewish person who made a painting specifically with that intentionality, no, I wouldn't be like, that's ammo.
No, but you don't think people will use it as ammo?
Do I think people will use it as ammo? Maybe. I don't know.
Sounds like coke to me.
They would just be stupid. Like, they would get ratioed to like, out of existence if they did. It would be like, he's making this painting to mock people like you, who are taking it out of context as we speak. Yeah, as we thought conservatives don't understand art. They would get ratioed out of existence.
Conservatives?
Well, I mean, right-wingers. It would be right-wingers who would be attacking the Jewish person who makes that painting.
Would it be everybody?
If you're stupid.
Pretty much anyone that is pro-Palestine would probably use that shit.
If the person was just Jewish? And they made that painting?
No, they would take that shit and use it on Rabbi Shmuley.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about a Jewish person who depicted himself in that way. Not
yes, and I'm saying that, yes, a Jewish person would do that, and they would use that as ammo against other Jewish people that they don't like.
So what? You think that white supremacists are going to be sending pictures of this guy's art to people? To black people and saying this is what you look like? And if they did, you think it would have been any different if he didn't make that painting? You think it would have been any different if he didn't make that painting?
I don't know. I guess you have to look in the comments to see what's going on.
I don't think there's anything to look at, bro. I think it's just dumb. I hate people who misinterpret art on purpose. They just don't. But again, I say that jacking it as if I know what his art is about, but I don't really. But
yeah, you want to see the positive and everything.
No, I just, like, when I saw it, I said, well, I wonder why he made it. I wonder why he made this. Instead of just going, yeah, I got this. My sensitivity. Oh! Fucking losers, bro. Every single time. You made something. It made me feel uncomfortable. I never read a book that didn't make me happy. I've never watched a TV show that didn't make me feel good. Oh! Fucking losers, bro.
Is that what you were saying?
Yes, it is.
So you read those comments.
That's exactly what they were saying. I didn't need to read anybody specifically say that to know where the comments were coming from. Oh, you made something that made me feel weird.
Well, where's that?
Huh?
Where's that?
That's what all those complaints are.
Where?
That's the essence of all those complaints. That's what I'm telling you. But it's fine. Let's just move on.